Hello, my friends, and welcome. I hope you're doing fine. And today we will have a look at the next exercise of Exercism. It's called Pangram. So, Pangram. What is Pangram? Instructions. Determine if a sentence is a pangram. A pangram, some Greek word. It means every letter. Is a sentence using every letter of the alphabet at least once. The best known English pangram is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The alphabet used consists of letters A to Z, inclusive, and is case sensitive. Okay, so basically what that is. So we get a sentence. Well, for example, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and we say, okay, contains all the alphabet letters from A to Z, at least once. Okay, so that's what pangram is. Okay, cool. So as I always say, you need to. I don't know if you can see it in this small window, but you need to draw everything that you need to do beforehand before you start to type your code. So before that, just do all the thinking and then, yeah, just programming. Okay, so let's go to the whiteboard and see what we need to do. So we get a sentence, for example, hello world. Hello world, okay? All right, so let's make this bigger. Let's make this 40. All right, cool. So we have this sentence, okay? So let's think what we need to do first. So it says it's case sensitive. So the first thing what we need to do is make everything to lowercase, right? To lowercase. So we have a method for that. So it's called lower. Let's do it like this first. To lowercase. So that's the first thing that we need to do. Okay, cool. And what should happen after that? Do we have? Yes, perfect. So that's the first thing that we need to do. And after that, we have everything in lowercase. If we go back, you see, then we have everything in lowercase, but we have this empty spaces in between. So the next thing to do is to remove these, right? So we say remove empty spaces. Spaces. Whatever. You get the idea. Cool. So that's the next thing. And what should we do after that? So after that, we need to remove all the duplicates. But before doing that, the thing is, we will use the same method that we used the last time in isogram, the toSet, and the toSet method. It will take a array. Okay. So what we need to do next, we need to split everything. So we say split to create an array. Okay. So that's the next thing that we need to do. Okay, cool. So after that, the space is getting, okay. Can I make this small? All right, whatever. Cool, so you still can see everything. So after that, we said we need to remove all the duplicates. So that's what we need to do next. So I'll write it here, remove duplicates. Let's put it here. And let's do it like this. Okay, so that's the next thing. We remove all the duplicates. And at the end, we should have, if it's a pangram, we should have every letter of the alphabet now. Okay, so how can we check that? Basically, we just take the length of that array. If the length is 26, it's a pangram. If not, it's not. So we say length is 26. 26. All right. Cool. So basically that's it. And after that, we get either true or false. So we get either true if it's a pangram, or false if it's not a pangram. Okay. So simple. So the first thing is we have a string. We convert everything in lowercase. We remove all spaces. Then we split that string to create an array. And we remove all the duplicates using to set method. Okay. And after that, we say, okay, is the length now, after removing everything, every spaces, every duplicates, is it 26? If it's 26, it is pangram, right? Cool. So, as I always say, do this every time. So before you start coding, before everything, just write it down, start thinking what you need to do, and then start to code. Because the code is your tool. How to solve it, the idea, the way how you want to approach that, that's the most important thing. Cool. All right. So let's open Dartpad and start to do some code. Or before that, we need to download this. So let's open our terminal. Okay, so let's put that in. Let's copy this. Let's say cd that, and then let's open it. Let's open this. Oops. All right, and then let's open the test file and see what we need to do. Cool. All right, so you can see it here, right? Let's put it there. Well, basically this we don't need now. We need it at the end. All right, cool. Let's see. We have a class again. So we have a class Pangram, it's called. Let's copy this first. So what do we need? We need basically a method. It's called isPangram, and it's taking a string. So that's the parameter string, and we're giving back basically bool. So we're saying true or false. So is it a pangram? Yes. True. Is it not? False. Okay. Cool. So that in mind, let's do this. So we have the class Pangram. Let's remove this. And we said we have a bool is Pangram, and then it takes a string. Let's call this is Pangram string. That's a terrible name. Yeah, whatever. You can name it whatever you want. Cool. So let's go through the steps. So the first thing we said, we need to say it. I'll call this p string. So it's shorter. Okay. So it's Pangram string, to make everything smaller and shorter. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, we said we need to convert everything to lowercase. So that's easy. So p string dot to lowercase. Check. I can do it as well. You can say check. All right, remove empty spaces. Cool. Dot. how can we do that? We learned about replace. So we can say replace every empty with nothing. So replace all, and then we say empty space with basically nothing. Okay. And then what we need to do next. So check, split, easy, split. Okay, that's done. And then remove duplicates using toSet. So we need to remove the duplicates using toSet. Easy, done. And at the end, we just check if it's the length 26. Length is 26. Let's format this. Doesn't do. Okay. I will put it like this so you can see. Yeah. So as you see, we need to return that. So basically, if we check here, we say length is 26. It will either say true or false. So it's bool. So the return is also there. So as you see, how fast we went through that. Why? Because we thought beforehand, right? We did all of this. Now we can check this, and then let's see if it's true or false. So it's a Pangram or not, right? So this is the power behind thinking before and then putting everything in the code. All right, so cool. So let's try that out. So print, it's Pangram dot is Pangram string. Cool. So let's try the first one here. Yeah, I think we need to take care also of the dots and stuff like that. So maybe we need to put a case for that too. But let's try first if this is working. So let's run. This should return true, right? Because it's a Pangram. Cool. And what happens if I say red, for example? This will not be Pangram, right? Because it's it doesn't contain everything. False. Perfect. So let's check which, maybe we can take this one and then check. And next we need to see if they say, okay, the dot and the comma and stuff like that. All right, true. There's no dots. No. Okay, so this one probably will not work. So let's check. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it's false. Okay, so we need to take care about that too. All right, so basically what we can do now is to say replace all underscores with empty. Okay, we can, if we do that, it should say true. Cool. What do we have? We have the dot as well. So let's replace that. And if we put a dot here, for example, it still should say true. Yeah. Okay, that's one way you can do it. So you can put exclamation mark, question mark, stuff like that. Another way to do this is basically to go through the list. Well, if you're here instead of doing replace all and doing this, we can say replace all the alphabet, like A to Z, to take these out and use a regular expression. So how can we do that? Okay, so what we can do is basically, instead of using all these replace all, first empty, then this and this, what we can do is use the regular expression. So what we can do is replace all, and then we can use a regular expression. So what can we use? Basically, if we say, okay, remove everything except A to Z, like the alphabet, right? If we say exclude everything else, then it should work for us, right? Okay, so we will take the raw string, and then we say, how can we say exclude everything? So we say take everything that appears once or multiple times in this bracket thing, and then say exclude, and the exclude sign is this one. Okay, exclude A to Z. And now take everything else except A to Z, right? And what should we do with that? Make it empty. Like, remove them, basically. So it will see, okay, T, it's A to Z, so don't touch. H, E, this one is not from A to Z, remove. Okay? So we can do that. So if we do this, it will remove the 0 and it will remove the underscores. So if I hit run, it should say true. Or nothing. Okay, let's do it again. False. Okay. Why is that? We need to put a regular expression here before that. RegExp. I forgot that. Sorry, my fault. So it's a regular expression. Let's check so we need to do it like this, and then put the comma here and remove this. Now it should work. Okay, so perfect. We have a false here. And now if I hit run, it should say true. Perfect. Okay, so we have a regular expression. We need to replace all regular expression, replace all not alphabet with empty. Okay, so this is the other way you can do it. This is much better. Cool. So let's take this solution. Whoa. And paste it in our here. Save it. So let's see. Dart Pocket. Take the dependencies. And while it's doing that, we need to make all the skips to false. So basically this one, this one, this one, this one. This is the most fun thing to do. You can say replace all these with false, but the problem is, what's happened here? You have a false and true here as well, so they will get also replaced. So be careful with that. So replace it manually. It's easier. All right, this is finished. So Dart run test. So let's see if everything is working. Perfect. So this is how you solve this exercise. Okay. So let me do this. Okay. The key things that I want you to take out of this is, first of all, draw, as I always say, draw your way how you need to solve this exercise. Okay. And then start to think about, okay, what can happen? For example, the things that I didn't think about that. And now, while I'm recording, it came to my mind. The underscore, the dot, these things, right? So before you start coding, think about everything, write them down, and at the end, programming is a tool, coding is a tool, okay? So yeah, that's how you do it. I hope you learned something today. If so, show me with a like and with a sub, and I will see you next time. Steve out. Ciao.